And then,
I'll make dinner in just a minute, bud.
and the two things I only want.
Okay, you gotta wait, but I gotta do this. What did you say? You almost run this?
I
You
almost
all?
read everything
Yeah, you do.
I didn't
Since I
get
was only
through.
on like page 6.
I read the first. Yeah, I read the first, the federal, like the first, the part A or whatever, but I didn't get all the way through the second.
Yeah, I'm on like page 2 of the second.
Yeah, they're both pretty long.
Yeah. And I had a life this week, so I was like, hey, sometimes I need to socialize.
You gotta. It's all about socialization. I agree 100%.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's see here. I am the little. What am I called? The discussion leader. And so, all right. Um. So I guess, and what we read lists the positive results of the pilot program.
So it looked like that helped people to know about different positions that were in the bank so that they were able to stay there instead of like go, I'm getting really bored of my job, I'm just going to leave.
Nope.
And it also made it so that they had a friend at work, which made it more enjoyable to get to work.
Yep. Yep. One of the things I just remember is that they call them mantees, I think is what they were.
Mm-hmm.
I know there was a large number of those that were promoted. So I think that was a positive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I read through this in the beginning of the week, and I am totally having a brain fart, to say the least. I don't
No,
know,
that's all right.
I don't. I remember the mentee part. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going through some health things, and I'm like,
Hmm. Uh-oh.
Gross.
We have a frozen Megan.
Uh-oh.
Come back, Megan. Come back.
uh,
That is a nice spot to freeze on though. She her is it showing her face that's frozen?
yeah.
Yeah, at least she got frozen on a cool part.
Yeah. It's true.
I'll I don't know if I should invite her again or what.
Well,
Oh,
there she's back. Oh, but she's in 2 spots now.
oh,
sweet.
okay. I don't know. It wanted my code, so it kicked me out.
Oh
It
yeah. All right,
said,
can you see the other one of you on there?
mm, yeah, I can see the other one, but I can't get
So
rid of
there's
it.
it's all right. Two Megans, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know where
Oh,
it's at, but whatever.
oh
Because I
dear.
only have one on my screen.
Oh, there
Oh,
it
there
goes.
it
It
Oh,
just
okay.
went
It figured it out, I guess.
by. All right.
Anyway, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Everything's
I
okay with you medically, right, though? Because you
Yeah.
always kind of froze.
I'm going through IVF right now, so they call it IVF brain. So, because we've
Oh,
been trying to have a baby for about 8 years. So,
Hey, that's what me and
okay.
my wife just did.
oh, you did?
We just got done, yeah, and it was a long process, but
Oh my gosh, we're on cycle number 3, and I want to like pull my hair out. So,
yeah, it's
oh, it's brutal.
oh it's it's well worth it once it
Yeah,
happens, but yeah, it's I mean, and it's a lot harder on the women than it is the guys because you guys have
yeah.
every kind of hormone injected into you.
Oh,
Yeah, that
yeah,
would.
that's where I'm at. So I'm like, oh, I'm just so worn out. And then the 3 hour drive, I think, just like totally killed me. Normally it's like an hour and a half to my doctor, and it turned into three.
Okay.
So,
Oh,
anyways, okay.
jeez.
So, I read it I was saying I read it in the beginning of the week, and then I think I totally lost most of it. So, anyways,
Jesus.
I don't have a lot of input, I guess is what I'm trying to say.
It's all right. Any input that you have is appreciated.
So I'm
Yes.
I'm like looking through the pages as we're here right now to refresh my brain.
Yeah, I just got done having two midterms and I have another one this week, so
Oh, jeez.
it's been a fun. There you go, bro. No binky. I'm gonna forego the binky. All right. Does anybody else have any other comments on the positive results of the pilot program?
I think that was the main ones.
I think so
Mhm.
too. It lists some on here. Like I think one more list is that employers are feeling more loyalty to the bank through the
Mhm.
pilot
Mhm.
program. But then yeah, you listed all the other ones. And then now, if anybody can answer this, the reasons for the positive results in the pilot program, or why was the pilot program successful?
I think that since you had a mentor, you're not coming into an already established business and just being left to sink or swim. We did read that in this class, right? Where if you're left to sink or swim, you're gonna more than likely sink.
Sync.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was in this class.
That was this class.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So I think that has a lot to do with why they were successful. They weren't left to sink or swim.
Sink or swim.
They were helped to float.
That's a good way to put that.
Yeah.
That's actually a really good way to put that.
And wasn't it like something about like the matching of it, the
Matching, yeah.
the matching process of it, and all of that?
Yep. That's one of the reasons they listed here is through
Oh.
the matching process. Yep.
Okay.
Can you guys
And
see can you guys see the answers? Or I mean the answers. I guess you could the discussion leader thingy.
I don't have
Yeah.
it pulled up.
Yeah,
I don't
it's not-
either.
I think I
good.
read through it, but I don't have it
It's-
on my screen.
It's all good. That was just funny you mentioned that because that was the big ones they put is the through the matching process.
Oh, okay.
And then another one they listed was through Rubenstein's personal involvement.
Mm-hmm.
And my brain is blank because I can't remember who. Isn't it Rubenstein
Isn't
the
it
main?
Amy Rubenstein
yeah.
was her
Amy
name.
Rubenstein,
Yeah.
And she was the one that conducted the surveys, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Feel pretty confident we know that pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Moving right along here. We're on part 2 already.
Perfect.
All right. How can mentoring help employees with career development? Okay.
I mean, I think by mentoring them, your mentor's there to help you with any questions or concerns or anything like that. And so mentoring it helps them develop and get stronger, and they have someone to rely on so they don't feel like they're out on their own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's a big one, just as you said, not so they don't feel like they're kind of left out by themselves to figure this stuff out. They have somebody there guiding them through the process, helping them.
Mm-hmm.
Still doesn't
I
want her
think the other
binky.
thing too was like,
Sorry.
they were talking about how. Now I'm losing my train of thought. There was one person who was going, I don't know if I want to do this job anymore, and they were thinking about looking at a new place to work, and then their mentor was like, well, there's a position over here that would suit you, and then she was able to stay with the company and instead of switch jobs or switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great point. Also, I do remember reading about that as well. And what do you think are some approaches or programs that might help employees to develop their careers?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I know. Let's see. Is this? What are the approaches or programs that might help?
Well, I think in the beginning of the week, the first reading, didn't it talk about
The training.
the training, and it talked about how they were constantly telling people to learn and
Mhm.
and they were going to schooling and taking classes and.
Yeah, like if an employer, I don't know if this was mentioned, but an employer offering like incentives to go back and get more education or something
Mhm.
like that. Yeah.
I know the job I had, they actually paid if you went back to school. They would actually you had to bring in your grades, and if you got A's and B's, they would actually pay for you to go back to school.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I
and a
wish
lot
I
of people, yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah. I thought those training games were interesting though,
The
and the
training
way
games, yeah.
I don't know if it talks about it later, but I thought they were pretty interesting. I don't know. I found them crazy.
I
'Cause
did, yeah.
I've never been at a job that did that, so I think it would be interesting to see the difference of having that versus not.
Yeah. Yeah,
At my work,
I've never done that either.
we did a puzzle together. Each of us got a puzzle piece, and we had to put the puzzle together.
That's cool.
It is cool. I think it would be good.
Yeah. Teamwork.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Have any of you guys ever experienced like mentoring, either formal or like formal training on while you're at your job?
I had a mentor
Yeah.
at my first job.
How was that experience? Was it a positive or negative experience?
I think it was positive
Yeah.
because, I mean, like I said, it was someone to go to and turn to and all of that for whatever I needed.
Yeah. They were like kind of just there with you
Mhm.
at the very first in case you had any questions or anything. I think that would be really, really beneficial. Definitely very beneficial.
I don't feel like I've had any actual mentors, but I feel like at my current job, the managers have always kind of served as a mentor for
Yeah.
me.
Clearly, my data have issues with Google. That's
Who
twice.
has issues with Google?
I am too. I just got kicked out again. So now there's two of me again.
Oh, there. Hey, look at that. Two Megans again.
I don't know what the issue is. Anyways, okay, sorry, go ahead.
No, right. Let's see where we are. We're almost. This is pretty short. They don't really have a whole lot to do. So, one of the questions it asks, would a less formal mentoring program be even better where mentees are free to find whatever mentions or mentors they need to help them progress in their careers rather than being assigned to someone?
I personally don't think so because I think that the company knows who is where and what they have, and so if someone's just going out, you might think it's the right fit, but they not. I don't know if like in the beginning you don't know that person or where they're at in their career if they're like
Yeah.
in a position to mentor someone.
Yep. That's the thought I had when I read that question.
I think it depends on how many employees are there.
That's a good point.
Like
Yeah.
with my job, we have, I think, between 10 and 12 hairdressers. And I don't know, it's just if somebody comes in and they don't fit in and they don't find a place, like they don't get along with people, they end up leaving a lot of times.
Yeah.
And it's easier to find somebody, I don't know, with that job, you're all kind of on the same pay level unless you're the manager or assistant manager or the closer.
Mhm.
And you kind of know what each person makes aside from the manager and the assistant manager. But I don't know, it's easier in that case to kind of find your own mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in their case, they weren't having people as a mentor-mentee relationship, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless they were like within, or they were over 2 pay grades apart.
Yeah.
I don't know if what I'm saying makes sense or not. I'm really
Oh, it makes
tired.
sense.
No, it
No,
totally
it's-
does.
Okay.
No,
I feel like
I followed it. I followed it.
Yeah.
And then the last question in part 3 is, What might have been done to improve the Federal Reserve Bank program?
Mm.
And what might have been?
At one point, they said that they didn't do much advertising for it, I guess, or I don't know. And that it was mostly by word of mouth, and they only got 22 applications for mentors, or
Mentors?
23. Yes.
Come make it. Come make
Okay, just a
it.
minute.
Advertised it more.
Yeah, here are those clouds.
You know, we want people to apply to.
And how they
All I gotta do is first. Just
We
fix
want
this.
people to apply to be mentors.
Yeah. So to make it more known so they could get more to make the program
Get more.
bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it was successful the first time around, and the second time around they didn't have nearly as many people want to do it. So that was kind of strange. I don't know if I just didn't read far enough yet to see why. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't get all the way through the second one either.
I'm not gonna lie, I did not as well.
So, yeah, I don't know if it says in there.
I was supposed to do it last night. Long story short, I found a mouse turd in our bedroom,
Oh.
and I ended up deep cleaning our bedroom instead of doing homework. And what had happened was we did have a mouse problem, like just a couple of them, but
Oh, jeez.
my husband knows that I'm terrified of mice, and I was having a really hard time with, like, what if they're in our room?
Yeah.
And he found evidence of them being in our closet and tried to hide it from me. And when he tried to hide it from me, he tried to pick up the mouse turds, and he dropped one in front of my dresser, and I saw it. And I was like, I think this is a mouse turd, and texted him a picture of it, and he's like, yeah, I wasn't going to tell you, but...
You know, sometimes us husbands do really cool stuff like that, where we try to hide mouse turd, and it doesn't go the way we'd like it to.
Well, the first
All
time
right.
I saw a mouse, and I found out that we had a mouse problem, I cried and made him come home an hour early from work. So...
Hey, you know what? That's nice. Mice can be scary.
Yeah.
All right, part 4. This is like a short one. Wrap up. All right. Why do you think less people signed up for the second round instead of the first?
Okay, so maybe it didn't answer that question.
Oh, the other one? Yeah.
Well, because it wasn't widely publicized?
Yeah, that's why they didn't make it as known. That's what I would have said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Didn't seem like they put as much effort into the second round. And what do you think the company could have done to get more applicants?
Well, I think we answered with the
Yeah,
making it more known and
more known.
people
Yeah.
knew about it, yeah.
Sorry, I could have skipped that question.
It's okay.
I'm like, some of these questions are the exact same of the ones we answered, so I'm trying to.
Yeah.
Well, did you notice that the doohickeys problem is exactly the same too?
Okay,
Oh,
so
we have another-
I wanted to ask about that.
Do
So
we have
Yeah.
another doohickey problem? Why did you know?
do we have to do a whole new set, or are we expounding on the one we had?
I think we're expounding on the one we have because that's why he said that we had to get feedback on the one that we had to turn in the next one, but it doesn't make sense to turn in the exact same assignment with just a few
No.
edits and changes 4 times.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm totally confused by this whole teacher change. I don't know if you guys talked about this before I came on. I'm like even more thrown off.
Yeah,
So-
it's very frustrating.
Yeah. So I think there needs to be I wonder if he'll clarify it in the thing tonight about the doohickey problem. There's a meeting with him tonight.
Oh, what time?
9. He sent
Yeah,
out
it's 9.
invite. Is it 9 Mountain?
It's 9 Mountain,
Yeah.
so I'm not going to make it.
Dang it, I was hoping it was 7. I'm supposed to go to Scouts tonight, and I would rather do this than go to Scouts. How sad is that?
My husband's going to Scouts too, that's why I know it's at 9.
Oh, that's
Because I'm
dang
like,
it,
I'm
Tufts.
gonna be alone with the baby. Like,
I'm gonna try to go, so I'll email you guys
Yeah, if it's at
after.
9, the scout should probably be over by then. So if it does, then I'll definitely get on
Yeah.
and go check it out because I'm curious to see what he says.
Yeah, me
I'll be
too.
able to just watch it after the fact.
Yeah.
Because it's funny because the emails that we get, it's like this is important, this one's even more important, this needs to be done now. It's just kind of funny.
Yeah. Where we haven't had any of that from the other teacher.
No, no, we didn't.
Nothing.
Yeah. I hope
So,
yeah, I don't know why she had to stop. Hopefully,
I
it's
hope
not like
she's
health
alright.
related.
Yeah.
I know she was like in charge of a big business, so maybe she just got super busy and yeah, I hope
Totally
that's
random. A friend of mine said that she had an issue with a teacher that, and they were very open about it, that they came on and took on a class not thinking that it would be that much work, but that the online teaching was way more because you have 50 students that depend on you, like,
yeah, no kidding.
virtually. So,
Yeah.
she was saying how it really was more than it not. Anyways, I don't know. Maybe some of them take it on and don't think that it's going to be that bad. So, anyways.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see about this doohickey problem thing because I have no idea and we have to have something turned in by Saturday
Oh, this
or next week.
Saturday. I
Is it
thought it
this
was
week
next
or next week?
Saturday.
Oh, maybe it's next week.
Let me go
It's
at the
next
calendar
week.
here.
Oh, okay.
It's
So we have another week.
hang on. Let's see. Yeah, because this week it says plan ahead.
Oh, okay.
It's lessons 4, 7, 10, and 13. But
Okay.
it's the same exact doohickey's problem, and everything's exactly the same.
I was wondering, just in my head right now, because we're learning things every couple of weeks, I wonder if the problems we have to pick up from the week that we learned.
Yeah.
That I would say so.
So then we do have to come up with a whole new set.
Oh, great.
I don't know. That was just my thought. I don't know that. So anyways, we'll have to see. But are we done with the other questions, or do we have... I don't mean to change it.
No, that's good. I think I might have. Let me think
I
here.
think we got sidetracked.
Ask what they will. Yeah, the last. I mean, there's some, but they're just all the same. Ask each team member what they would do, and ask them to be and specific about what you do about mentoring.
Oh, go ahead.
Check in with people.
Follow up, check in with people. I think is a good one.
Make sure that the mentor relationship friendship thing is going well.
Yeah.
And make adjustments where necessary. If their personalities just plain clash, then you would definitely need to make some changes in a mentor.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah. No, I agree.
That's all the questions. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, that's good. Sounds good.
It doesn't ask me. You guys have always get the questions of like, what score would you give, or what can I do to do better? But there's nothing here that says that.
Oh, all right. I don't know
just
that I
says-
got it. Did somebody
it
else get it
says-
last week?
I think. Yeah, I think. I know
did.
Scott did it. And
Oh,
then,
you did? Okay.
Yeah, Shauna
think-
got it last week.
I
Well, I
think
guess
it was
I don't.
right.
Yeah.
It says
I
list
don't.
pros and cons because I think for my little report thing I'm supposed to turn in. Let me tell you what it. I'll tell you what it is. And then you
I
guys
think
can
I
tell
need
me.
more sleep.
Yeah, I definitely need more sleep.
Mhm.
It says use your group discussion and ideas as the basis for this writing assignment. So you just start, career goals, where we want to be in 10 years from now. But I don't know if it's asking me or if it's like the whole group.
I think that's you. The discussion leader has to write the paper.
Yeah, I'll write the paper, but is it your personal career goal? Is that my career goal? Or is that everybody's career goal?
No, I think it's just yours.
Describe what you would do,
I
what
don't
help you
know.
would need. Yeah, because it's just saying me. It doesn't say use your group discussion and ideas as the basis. But
Yeah, that one's
just for me.
yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. I just didn't want to
Well,
say it
Chris,
says what's my career goal, and I'm like going into something different. What you guys would put. I'm like, oh
We
great.
wouldn't all have the same career goal or want to
Yeah.
be in the same place 10 years from now.
That would be kind of cool if we did, but yeah, it's probably
Right.
not gonna. All right, I'll.
It'd be really weird